one that all the rest of us wanted here. But I just want to say that of all the people that I met over the many, many years of volleyball, there's probably hundreds, maybe thousands of people. The most favored person I ever met was Janis. He always had that wonderful smile on his face. He was always helpful. He would do anything you needed to. He was totally reliable. He was very loyal, and he was just a real wonderful person to be around. And I just loved him over the years in terms of, I never saw him angry. I never saw anybody angry at him. And speaking of driving, I remember the long trips we'd head down in the US one time when, even during the oil strike, when we were desperately finding service stations that would service some gas, and Janis would be the loyal driver. But I remember, I just want to recount one story, and I guess maybe one or two of you will have been there, and that was the Pan American Games, 1971. Vic, of course, Carol, you were there, and Helen, 1971. We're going down to Cali, Colombia, was the Pan American Games in Cali, Colombia, and Janis was going along as the equipment manager for the team. And all the Canadian athletes, both volleyball players, swimmers, track, everybody, was assembling in two places, one in Toronto, one in Vancouver, and we all flew to Cali, Colombia, and met there. We got to Cali 1 week before the games, which was really good. You got acclimatized. But if any of you have been at Latin American countries for these kind of events, you realize if you come a day early, the venue is probably not going to be anywhere near close, and it may not even be ready the day that you were supposed to start. So the morning after we got there, Janis and I decided we'd wander around the or the Pan American Village and see what was there. And we came upon this room, or this building actually, that obviously was going to be the laundromat for the village. And when you get about 2,000 athletes in a hot country, you need some really good laundry facilities to take care of it. We walked into this building, and what we saw were just boxes upon boxes of boxes sitting there, all crated up still, and 4 Colombian guys who looked very perplexed. They obviously had no idea what they were supposed to be doing here. So Janis took about 15 seconds to assess the situation. He said, I'm going to go to work. So he knew no Spanish. They knew no English. He assembled these guys together, got these workmen to unpack all the washers, the dryers. He worked all that day, and at the end of the day, the laundromat was ready to receive all the athletes of the Americans. But that was Janis. He saw a situation. He said, it's got to be done, and he did it. And he had that fabulous smile at the end. A lot of salutes, a lot of high fives, a lot of happy faces around that room that night, but nobody will realize that they almost didn't have a laundromat at the Pan American Games in 1971 if it wasn't for Janis. So, cheers to Janis.